So we all share a common goal as well, to get profit on our investment, right? But this, unfortunately, in this era where out of 10 projects, 9 are actually scam, rug pull, slow rug, like that. And the 10th project, that special 10th project is the genuine one and a legitimate project, or you can say a true gem. And that is the one project we all would like to invest. So, um, so I'm very proud that we found our today's gem, and I would like you all to welcome our today's guest, the gem, Return of Avalanche. I would like to welcome Oremus, the CEO of the project. The stage is all yours. Please brief us about the project, sir.
Thank you very much. I think maybe we should introduce ourselves first. So my name is Aurimas. I'm a Revival of Avalanche and Newton Mint Labs founder, also a CEO of the project, directing, also helping in wherever I can as well, not just pushing around people in our team. So so the project is a three-way project. It has a revival token, it has action fighting game, and 3D NFTs of the characters and secondary items. It's a very unique project. It has a very deep in-game economy, which will help the token grow, and just immersive experience in terms of gaming as itself. So that was my introduction about me more a little bit. Let's maybe Edgaras give a chance.
So hello everyone. I am Edgaras. I'm from Lithuania. In Rival of Avalanche, I am as a community manager and project manager. I have a lot of experience working with NFT projects and mostly community management. And what I can add, you will see me everywhere on all the socials and other platforms where we communicate with our community. And if you need any kind of help, so I am number one person to go.
Yeah. Christian? Christian is still preparing. It's very early morning for Christian. It was really, really hard to join, I can imagine. We cannot hear you, Christian. All right, so while Christian finds, I don't know, headphones or something, we can just imagine, and we are missing one more member because USA guys, our USA and Mexico team is just completely... it's 4 a.m., something like that. So very hard. It was, I can imagine, just very hard to join. For us in Europe, it was, 10 a.m., 9 a.m. So it's all good. But in terms of those guys there, it's I can imagine it's a hell. Yeah. No, nothing yet, Christian. Yeah, your mic seems to be all right, but okay, so he's reconnecting. Yeah, that's a common thing that happens with...
Hey, you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what was wrong with my mic. Anyways, I don't know where we were left off. I guess it's just the introduction. So I'm Christian.
Yeah.
I'm the Solidity developer for the project and any other techniques that that the project will need. Thank you.
Yeah, dApps and so on. Yeah. Can you go on? US, was it?
What? Say what?
Yeah.
Our here you are.
I'm sorry. Okay, so let's first start with how this project is, how investor can get most of it, and basic details of how we see this project is going to do in future, and how me being an individual can make best use of revival of Avalanche. Can you start like that?
Yeah, sure. So currently, we can say that we are running a seed sale. That will be the the earliest you can get in to support the project, and at the same time get the best price, because it will be at least the price on the listing. Well, when it's going to get listed, it's going to be at least double that of what the price is now per token, which is quarter of a dollar cent, and we are pegging it to the dollar, just because the market conditions aren't so great. So whenever you invest, although we are running, will be running on Avalanche, the seed sale is going to be in Binance Smart Chain, just for the ease, and people will learn about Avalanche if they like the project. And a little bit more technical why we are on the Avalanche. One of the things is because they offer subnets. We will run a subnet. It will help us reduce the fees and the speed this game will require, because there's going to be a lot of reads and writes in the game, a lot of blockchain activity. So that's why we chose Avalanche, and also because it's more decentralized than Binance Smart Chain, and just the platforms and the people, the community is more legit. I think that's what you guys are want, because BSC is just scam ridden right now, and it's really hard to find good projects. So one of the ways why we chose Avalanche. About the game development and its future, well, there will be perpetual NFT sales, which will introduce more characters. Every character will be unique within the game, so unique fighting movements and styles, as well as, of course, we will be improving the graphics. We will be always checking for bugs and improving the scenes. So, for example, the game will start with some scenes which we will make later will make interactive. So, for example, Kalau scene has it's a bar launch, where, well, Kalau, first of all, is an NFT marketplace, and they have their own Citadel metaverse where we are gonna be partnering with them. So they send us their Citadel, files to make a fight scene of their metaverse, and we made their bar launch scene, and there's going to be bottles and everything, and there is already, and we will make it interactive so we can drink a bottle and regain some HP, and every scene will have that kind of thing. So we are thinking about lots of updates for the game, definitely, until we might even launch Revival of Avalanche 2, which is going to be a complete overhaul of the game in the future. As well, there are plans to make a revival of Avalanche metaverse, which we are conceptualizing now, and actually quite a few more games. Investing in the revival is not just investing in the revival of Avalanche, but in the whole ecosystem. So I cannot tell a lot of the developments, future developments yet, but even the revival of Avalanche itself is going to be very deep game, very deep in-game economy, beautiful NFTs. Those NFTs obviously as characters in the game, different play modes for the people who have NFTs and who don't have the NFTs, staking rewards within the game. All sorts of things. Christian, maybe you could sort of pitch in somewhere about the deepness of the game, maybe with the guilds. Also, we're going to have guild battles, and so on.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you for sharing that. But as you said, as Arma said, we're gonna have guilds, and the guilds are basically where it's our social feature for the game that we think is really going to be one of the core features, and is really going to help keep players coming back to the game. That's and basically what we're planning on doing is having people join like little guilds, little gangs or whatever, and they can hold tournaments against each other. These guilds are going to be in the form of a DAO as well, because of course, once when you do tournaments against another guild or other guilds or stuff like that, then you got to bet money. So you basically got to raise that money from your guild members, and then basically kind of like elect how much you're going to put up to fight or whatever. So the exact technicalities of that, each guild is going to be a smart contract, which we're going to deploy for the guild owner. And he's basically going to get an NFT contract, a 721 contract. And then in that 721 contract, in order to add members, he's basically just going to be minting an NFT out of that contract and giving it to all the members. And that's how it's going to represent membership into the guild. We're, of course, given the DAO format of the guild, they're going to be able to, add new members or keep it private, or be able to elect to add new members or keep it private, or, to blacklist members as well. But this guild things, I think we're basically trying to, I don't know if you guys are familiar with like World of Warcraft or games that, you can join guilds. We're basically trying to do that. And then, of course, if the guilds win some money in tournaments, then, of course, I think the revenue will trickle down to all the other guild members as well. Other features that we plan on adding with guilds is also things like if you lost a bit of your equipment or money or whatever, then you could have some guild member try and fight for you, try and revive your items, or try to capture that
Your status
money back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and also these are going to be traded. For example, a guild master gets his guild really up high there. Those will be tradable as NFTs.
Exactly.
So the master NFT, yeah.
Exactly. So the guilds will be tradable because it's an NFT. So they'll be tradable on the open market on the Avalanche blockchain. And even the guild tickets themselves could be tradable if the guild members decided. But yeah, as the cool thing about these guilds, if you think about it, as your guild members start kind of leveling up, start adding, getting more equipment, getting more reputation points, respect points, and stuff like that, then of course that raises the value of the guild itself, which in turn, when you sell it off, you can make you could turn a profit. So that's also a good thing as well for you investors out there.
Yeah.
So during your conversation, you said you can stake those guilds or NFT. Let's say if,
no, so it is staking the revival token for the in-game rewards, and obviously more revival token. In terms of staking NFTs and stuff, we have a different system where, for example, if you're not a player but you invested in the NFTs and invested in the token, you can stake the token for in-game rewards and rent out your NFT inside the game. So other players who don't have the NFTs per se can pick up those NFTs which are rented, and you will be passively increasing the stats of your NFTs because NFTs themselves will have levels. I mean, characters. NFT characters will have leveling system, will have ranking system. They will have stats as strength, agility, nobility, and such that will help inside the game. Yeah.
nice. And this project looks very interesting to me. So in this era where most of those projects out there, they will just first claim the things and make it a hype and then start working on project. That is a regular case. But case with you, I guess you are already onto the development, and I'm not pretty sure when your game will be fully developed. So do you have such timelines like to this time game will be fully functional, it will be released for public, like that?
Yeah, that will be in August. That will be in August. We obviously cannot tell you exact day in August. Many things could be extended period of testing, but yeah, we will have alpha and beta testing. So those who invest in the seed sale automatically will have a whitelist spot for that, and obviously we will listen everyone's opinions as well on that. And other guys who do not invest will have to apply, so they will, well, firsthand as well, can experience. And those who apply, we will accept those who have deep gaming knowledge to help us optimize things, yeah, for some sort of rewards. So yeah, we are in development, and you're gonna see, if you invest in the seed sale, you're gonna obviously firsthand experience the alpha and beta phases.
Very nice. So, do you have like any videos to share right now to all the viewers? Since we have everyone, you can if anyone can share some videos and show it live on the screen so that we can have better understanding of what you are up to, right?
Yeah, Eduardo can share, and I can also speak about Agro. Sorry, by the way, Eduardo must have been there.
Yes. So we will start, I think, from Eduardo's part about the NFTs itself, the characters, I mean. Yes, 1 second. Let me prepare myself.
Yeah, we will show the 3D sort of part of the, well, characters creation part, and then we will show you the game.
So yes, and Auramas, maybe you can explain about.
Yeah. I'll do the Eduardo's part. Yeah, so this is Ragnar Lothbrok. He will be inside the game, and as NFT, this character will have 2,500 mints as NFT with different rarities, technical rarities. I mean, in terms of stats, and also visual rarities. It will be from level 1 to level 4. Obviously, inside the game, you can catch up if you wasn't lucky and you minted yourself a level 1. Inside the game, you'll, as I said, you'll catch up and go beyond level 4. Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, this is a key shoot, like a live rendering software. So that's why there is these squares in between when the character gets rotated or whatnot. Yeah, can you maybe fast forward a little bit? So
yeah, okay, let's go to another character. So yes, Auramas had mentioned this is software called Keyshoot, and this is for live rendering. What you can see, those pixels, they will not be, characters will not be like this pixelated like Minecraft or Roblox. Yeah, because we are chasing the highest possible quality. And to be honest, our team was making a lot of researches, and so far what we can surely say that our NFTs will be at this point most detailed ones. So
yeah, will take a lot of time to render. It's just we are putting a massive work behind this just to raise the bar, so to speak.
Yes.
In the quality, in the general quality of the NFTs. Yeah, so this
and
is
this
is go on.
Yeah, this is one of the main 4 characters, Newton. Yeah, every character will have his own, how to say, abilities, let's say like this. He would be stronger at some point. He won't be like, for example, Newton will have abilities to play with gravity, because everybody knows who is Newton. So yeah, so every character will have different abilities and will be stronger at different things. So as I mentioned, Newton will be able to play with gravity. Ragnar will be, some rough guy who would be using only his power, huge punches, and that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
he'll be
As
slower
as
but stronger.
yeah, more like a tank, if you are
Yeah.
into gaming.
Amazing.
So
Yeah.
yes,
And yeah,
yes,
I'm sorry. So somewhere in your TG group, I also noticed you have a character with Gandhi in it. Is it?
Yep.
yes, yes, yes,
We are
yes.
working on Gandhi. Yeah.
And I'm wondering what would be his superpowers then.
We are obviously he's still in the process of making the actual body and everything, and we are
Yeah.
thinking about it. It will be somewhat similar like this guy in Street Fighter. I forgot how he's called. The guy with the extendable limbs and all. So Gandhi will be more like a trickster. It's just a fun element to have him because he was a peaceful warrior. He wasn't ever a fighter, malicious fighter. But just having him in as one, it will be really funny because everyone will be like Gandhi, So we'll think
Yes.
of something
So
cool. We'll think of
yes,
something
yes,
cool.
but exactly like Aramas mentioned, he never was like a brutal fighter or something like this. So yeah, we will think something interesting for him. He won't be using any, gravity or any
He'll
magic
be more
stuff.
like a Shaolin type of like Eastern, like all Asian fighting styles and stuff like that. Just to fit the
Yes,
criteria
yes,
for
yes.
what he would
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah,
been
yeah.
if he maybe chose a different lifestyle or something.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Guys, I think
We
we have.
hope Indians won't be offended. We'll try to make him as cool as possible.
Right. And but I must say these characters 3D animation, it's just out of the world. Seriously, amazing. You're putting a lot of hard work on this game. It's seriously amazing.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, as mentioned, as you can see, for example, right here with Gandhi, you can see all the details and everything. So, one thing to mention is that all of these details will be on the NFT side. For the actual game, the polygon count must be reduced, but yeah, quality won't go like, for example, you know how it is nowadays. They're promoting some kind of amazing 3D game, and when you actually turn it on, it's like pixelated game. But no, this won't be the thing over here. So for NFTs, we will have max quality. For the game, we'll have to reduce a little bit of polygons because you won't be able to play it on the computer without any lags, as you can understand. So yeah,
Yeah. Game models have much smaller polygon count, but they have different software to different texturizing software to sort of account for those polygon losses, something like that. Yeah.
yes, and
This
as well at this
movements.
point of development, all of our characters, which we have right now, is kinda finally rigged. So basically, they can move all of their body parts. So soon we will be implementing them inside of the game, and yeah, creating animations, moves, and everything.
Yeah.
So this is
We are
just
at
an
the process in
example.
the game where we are reducing the polygon count to the characters, rigging them, and putting them in the game engine. So far we have Cleopatra, but it's not yet sure. So we will show you the updates later on that. What else is there? Yeah, and then we'll start working on the animations, as Edgar said. All the fight styles and movements and all that. So currently the game is only with the ragdolls, sort of not the real characters, but we will show it as well. We will show it the
Yes.
the
Yes,
scenes and
we'll
everything.
show the actual game footage right now, and few updates we have made for the scenes and everything. But yeah, as our Mas had mentioned, the characters in the game are not our characters at this moment, and yeah, this is just as adults,
Yeah, yeah,
just to
yeah.
play around.
We'll have
The
lots of
scenes.
cool scenes with different from different projects, inspired by different projects. Like here, this is the Kalau scene I mentioned before. You can see some bottles there. So at some point you'll be able to grab them and increase your HP or something, or maybe accidentally random one will be a poison instead. So it will be like a how to say more more like a 50-50 chance. Either you're gonna increase your HP or decrease your HP. We'll make it something fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and as well, Auramas, maybe you wanna explain about the curses that we will have in the game as well.
Yeah.
That yeah.
So there's gonna be a ranking system in the game, and from rank 20, but not level 20, rank 20, people will be able to participate in the bounty hunting. So you'll be able to give a curse to someone, and that curse will sort of destroy the status system in your character, where you'll have someone from the guild to avenge you, and that person who was bounty hunting you will get those stats abnormalities on themselves, or you'll have to just wait it out, 24 hours, or play with those abnormalities and statuses. So we'll make a lot of different sort of mini games within the game, which would be fun and also annoying at the same time. So you would be able to find solutions, for these curses. So yeah.
And
Yeah, and one more thing. Yep.
yes, sir. Carry on, please.
Yes, one more thing I wanted to mention. So this game will be more skill-based game. As more
Yeah.
as you play, as better you play, as more you can reach in the game. One more important thing to mention, that you will be able to play the game without buying the actual NFT, but your game modes will be restricted, and you won't be able to play all the game modes and use the game at its fullest. I think Auramas can explain more depth about this.
Yeah. So it's pretty much like that. We don't want to spoil it too much, but yeah. So you'll be able still to participate and do quite a bit, but you'll need to either rent NFT out to sort of experience the game at its fullest, or buy an NFT, to be able to, do the same.
Great. Sure.
Yes.
So we have a couple of questions from our listeners here, and
Yep.
out of that, Natasha is asking that I'm interested in your game, and I can see the great potential about your project, but I would like to know more about the security in the game itself. We have seen dozens of hacks, exploits, and stuff like that this year. What measures have been taken to protect community from
That's a great question. Yeah, so during alpha and beta phases, we will be doing lots of tests, penetration tests, and whatnot. We have a great new member in our core team, Raj. He's an expert in servers. So, Raj, can you tell a little bit about your background and everything like that? He will be one of the guys that he will be taking care of such a things as well.
Hey guys, I am with the team as a head of IT solution. I'm a AWS solution architect, certified professionally. So I'll be handling the complete infrastructure from the IT perspective, all the servers, all the backups, just to make sure that our game is secure. So I've got close to 14 years of experience into IT, handling both cloud and mainframe business as well. So mostly I'll be engaging in the IT functions of the project as well as the marketing and strategy of the company as well.
So
Yeah,
just to
and
add on to that, just to add
oh,
on to that for Natasha, yeah, you're 100% right. You know, there's a lot of exploits and a lot of hacks in all these games. In particular, when I saw your question pop up, I immediately thought about the Axis Infinity one, which basically they just got hacked about like $600 million, almost, you know, half a billion, right? More than half a billion, which is amazing. The reason for that particular hack is because of the fact that they had a bridge, right? So they have their own kind of blockchain, and then they run the network, and it wasn't secured. The server itself wasn't secured, so that's where the exploit came from. Fortunately enough, we're not necessarily going to have that in our game. We're going to use the Avalanche network, so we're definitely going to be safe from any bridges and stuff like that. Now, the other aspect as well is that we are exploring this concept of like a subnet. And if we have our own subnet, that means that only our application can run in that subnet. We will be the only ones that are going to be interacting with the smart contracts. Basically our backend will be the only thing that's going to be interacting with the smart contract. On top of we'll be the only one that will be deploying applications on those blockchains. So there won't be any we could eliminate any like fake contracts that people might interact with by mistake, and then get their stuff stolen. So that's if we get that subnet going, which we are really basically trying to get. The other aspect of our game also, I think it's worth mentioning as well, is that the game itself is going to be running on regular as Raj mentioned, on your regular server, on centralized servers and stuff like that, on a database, which we'll have we'll be able to secure. The only time that it'll touch the blockchain is when the user wants to save their data onto the blockchain. If the user is not saving their data right away onto the blockchain, then it's going to stay in our servers and all that. Of course, when it deals with money and all that, cashing out and all this stuff, of course, we're going to go directly on the blockchain. But again, I think that the way that we're approaching the game is we're going to do less rights to the blockchain as much as we can, keep it more centralized, just so that we limit fees for all our gamers, and of course also so that we will not be to mitigate any security risks that might occur. But definitely we are thinking about how to secure this thing. We're out there reading the latest hacks, reading the latest exploits, and trying to see if we can essentially mitigate that in our game. And then of course, as time goes on, as Aram has said, alpha and beta testing, we're going to be testing all these things too as well. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, I mean, to add to that, we will have a lot of tools running for monitoring all the services as well. Like penetration tests, we'll be doing a lot. We'll be doing a lot of scanning as well, so that anybody tries to do any scam, we'll be able to capture those details as well.
yeah.
It sounds like a very secured application project. All right. So we have second question. It's from Robin Hood. He's saying that currently P2E games favor those who upgrade and buy in-game items in large quantity and abandoning new players. So how do ROA promote fairness and equality for its players? Is the players' skills more important than the characters?
The game itself was designed from the scratch with the idea of running it fairly, because it's a skill-based game. So the smallest guy will have a chance to hit the biggest guy, as long as they are within each other's level range. Of course, we're not gonna put someone level 99 with level number 1, but this is exactly why we are designing a fighting game, because you cannot it is very difficult to run the bots to emulate someone who has real skills, and just in general being a skill-based game. Yeah, you eliminate a lot of those by default. If that answers your question.
Yep. And I have another question from Janice. So, Orion, we will cover your question once we are talking about the marketing and strategies plan. For Janice, I see the gap between traditional gamers and blockchain gamers is still very large. How does the ROA bridge this to attract more traditional players to try out new blockchain-based games? What are your plans for expanding project adoption?
So if I understand the question right, how will just gamers with the blockchain gamers and NFTs? So we are thinking in the future to have a series of educational videos and pushing out a lot of content to explain just for average gamers what is NFTs, what is blockchain, what is crypto, why it is so secured, and how it will be implemented in the future of all of the gaming. So we will try to educate as much people as possible and basically bring them just from gaming to this NFT metaverse world.
Also we're going to be running, Christian, you want to add?
Exactly. So just to add on to Edgar's points there, for sure. So as he mentioned earlier as well, you're going to be able to play the game, of course, in a limited fashion, even if you don't have the NFT or stuff like that. So that's cool. And then, as I mentioned in my previous little talk that I just did, you're also, I just mentioned the concept of that the game is going to be in a centralized, like a regular game, more centralized than it is actually decentralized, So that means that in order to access the game, you don't really need to know much of blockchain stuff. So that's cool. That's actually really good because that's going to help out bring traditional gamers to this game. You don't really need the NFTs to play. Yes, you're going to have limited exhibition matches, but as the game goes on, as you get more invested in the game and all that, then you can go ahead and, as Egro said, you're going to have like guides how to get into the crypto, what it's all about, all that stuff. And then of course you'll be able to write to the blockchain at any point in time, so whenever you feel comfortable you can do that. Now the other thing I did spoke about and was subnets, this concept of subnets. And again, that's also something that we're trying to pursue, and we're trying to pursue that from a UI UX perspective. The reason being is that if we have our own subnet, then we basically deal with one token, which is just a revival token. We don't have this concept of having to deal with like AVAX and revival. Okay, so I need to get AVAX in order to buy revival in order to play the game. Nope, you just need one token, just revival. Again, that makes it much more user-friendly for any traditional gamers that want to go on into crypto, because now they really only have to deal with one token. They're only playing one game. They're dealing with one token. That's pretty good to go from a user experience perspective. So we think that in that aspect, that's going to help us attract more gamers, at least onboard them much more easier. And then, of course, it's going to be good for the ecosystem, because then if we onboard them into our game, then it's going to be, we can shift them to other projects and all that stuff as well.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to add, actually. So thanks, Christian.
Okay. Now, talking about the tokens, Kalista is asking, do the token holders have the right to participate in the governance of your project? What kind of decisions can they vote on your project?
We were just speaking about that recently. How would we do that? Christian, do you want to, or should I do that?
You do that. What was the question? Something about what will you be able to participate in as a token holder?
Just about the governance of the token. So yeah, at some point, Revival token will become a governance token as well. So those who stake a significant amount of time will have a say in sort of fee structure, or within something within the game. We'll run the course of the game first to see what would be impactful, what makes sense to sort of give to the public as a governance. Obviously, we will listen to the opinion of our investors as well. So yeah, we have plans for that. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I want to add to that one because, as we mentioned before, for the token holders, so everyone who is buying into the seed sale and will be having the token, they will be the first who will get access to alpha and beta test of the game. So yes, we will listen to their opinion, what
Yeah,
they
that's
think,
another.
what they
Yeah,
want to change. Yes, yes, exactly.
yeah. But as a
So
governance token and everything, yeah, we have plans for that, of course.
okay. And does it mean like the community which you have can participate in your platform testing, beta testing, and everything?
You phased
Sorry,
out a
can
little there in the
yeah,
middle
yeah.
of the question. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah. So I was asking, it's another question like how can community participate in your platform test? Is it some option?
Right
So
now,
so
we
so
are listening to our community, of course. Just by speaking to us and really being interested, we actually we feel really good if someone comes to us and asks question, and says something cool that could be implemented. Quite a few of the features have been discussed with our members, with the basically from our community, and we thought, wow, those are cool. So, and we have worked on those. So yeah, please join us and help us to make this beautiful game, of course.
yeah, and to add on to that, so we are kind of new on Telegram. We're more based on Discord, and yes, we have channels exactly for all the suggestions for the game development and everything. So if anybody wants to participate in helping with developing the game, giving ideas, or just telling your opinion, you can always join our Discord. We have pretty nice community over there, and yeah, you can help us build the game with your opinion.
Nice.
Yeah, perfect.
Next question is about your long-term plan. So Adria is asking in crypto, the majority seek short-term benefits in gains, but the real big benefit gain comes from long-term projection. So what would you say about your long-term plans for your community who trust the ROA?
Who wants to answer?
I think you would answer this best.
um, the game itself is a very long process to create something like that. We've been working for almost a year in silence, developing, and yeah, and of course we're gonna expand on the game, expand on the game modes, listen to the community as well for the new stuff. We are going beyond just ROA. We're going with the ROA metaverse as well. Other developments, which we want to stay silent for now, but yeah, of course, we're going as well. As Newton Mint Labs, we will be launching our launcher, where we will basically create a niche for really good games coming on the blockchain, and those who are interested will be able to participate in the pre-sales. So yeah, there's lots of developments, and yeah, we will. Long term is just what we see 5 years from now. We will be a major platform, blockchain gaming platform in DeFi. So yeah, I hope that
Exactly.
answers the question.
And just to add on to that, again, I speak about subnets again because it's a very important topic, of
Important,
course,
yeah.
because in the Avalanche network, the concept of subnets is rather new. Actually, in the blockchain in general, the concept of subnets is rather new, and Avalanche is the only one that's actually implementing these right now. Of course, you got Polkadot with parachains and all those types of stuff, but subnet is a little bit more it's a little bit more built up, a little bit more secure. And because of that, it costs about 2,000 AVAX, or about, I don't know, almost $200,000 just to get a subnet. Um, you know, this is definitely a long-term project. Us trying to get a hold of one of these subnets, we're just not going to do that and then just go away. Then on top of that, as Arm has mentioned, and we also have we want to add other characters to the game, which the community itself. The previous question was asking about the community, how can they get involved? Well, eventually you're going to be able to get involved by voting on who's the next character that we should do or whatever the hell, so that we should release it and we should add it to the game. And then, of course, as the game keeps moving, the tempo of those additional ads will continue to increase as well. But in particular, just going back, this is a long-term project. There's a lot of factors that there's a lot of features that we want to add, and that we're not going to add it all right away, but we're going to slowly add that. And then, of course, we're investing a lot of money, the money that we're getting from the seed funding, from private sales, or whatever the hell, or even the NFT sales, to upgrade our infrastructure, so that basically this is a long-term project, like Aramis mentioned, a 5-year plan or 10-year plan or whatever the hell.
Yeah, and to add on to that, as Christian had mentioned, we're not stopping with these 4 characters. In the future, we are planning to have more, and yes, like you said, community will get involved because they will be able to choose what characters they want for the future.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention how, because this is a really deep thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to say that?
Yeah. No. I will leave it to you, but I will want to finish from the game aspect. As well, for the long term, we are seeing this in the future. Let's say maybe exactly in the 5 years timeline or something like this. Let's hope like this. To see us in the esports with our game. Yeah, and now Aura must explain how people would be able to choose the characters.
So, very cool thing, and I forgot about it. Can you imagine that? So, guilds will be involved in those guilds who want to be involved in a monthly tournament, basically guilds monthly tournaments. The winner of the monthly guild tournament will decide what character comes next in the game, and we will develop them as NFTs first. Always it's going to be 2,500 mints per character. And the coolest thing is that they're going to get 10% stake in that character as well. So this is going to be huge. And that will drive the creation of the characters. That will drive the buzz. That will drive the marketing aspect as well from the community. And also, the more people play, not actually even the more people play, but the more people who play the game will be active in the game. Again, I will just add, it will burn the token, it will reflect back to the players, it will add to the liquidity, all sorts of good things that token holders would want from the utility aspect. Yep. I hope that answers the question, and I also added some on top.
I guess we have many other questions as well, but before we cover that, I just want information about the seed stage. If how one investor can invest in seed stage. Is there any whitelisting, the end date, right? So can you please focus on that as well as the tokenomics?
So seed sale is currently running. It's seed.revivalofavalanche.com. It will be running till the 5th of May. There is a vesting period, so when the token gonna get launched, 7 days from the launch, basically a week, there will be 10% released to the person who invests, and then every week 10%. So 10 weeks vesting schedule, 7 days, 10%. About the tokenomics, so token supply, I'll actually bring this up for myself as well, just not to forget something. Token supply is 1 billion tokens. Initially, before the game launches, we will have 2% reflections, 3% marketing, and 2% of the liquidity. and obviously there will be some burning going on. We will determine what sort of size of the wallet, burned wallet we will use. It's not going to be as one of those completely deflationary tokens. We are not running that sort of scheme because we have real utility. So it's going to be gradual. And then once the game is launched, we will have 7% swap fee. 2% gonna go to the liquidity, 1% to game rewards, 1% to NFT holder rewards. So those who hold our NFTs for a month or more will be able to go on a DApp and they will be whitelisted to grab those fees. 0.3% weekly draw and 0.7% weekly draw X. So basically, a person who gains the most respect points in a week will basically claim that 0.3 weekly draw. And guilds a guild who collects the most respect X points in a week will claim that 0.7% weekly draw X price. So go on. Really hard to hear you. Would you be able to come closer, maybe?
But yeah.
I think he's just unmuted himself. Yeah, I think he doesn't have any questions. He was just unmuted. So yeah, please carry on with your answer.
Yeah, our wallets, our team wallets, we will have 10% in general. As a team, we'll have 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year unlock periods for 30%, 33% each, so 1/3 each. What else is there? I'm sure there will be something that we will forget to cover, but we have a white paper, we have a website, for all the information. So yeah, but those are general ones.
Did you talk about the seed? So somebody invests, talk about the vesting period.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and it's on the DApp as well. We are updating DApp shortly, so we will have like different calculations and everything, and so on. For how many tokens you get.
I'm sorry for that. So one question was related to DApp. So is your DApp ready? Staking DApp.
Which DApp?
Somebody's asking.
Staking
you're talking about staking DApp.
No, it's not. It's not yet. It will be between like alpha and beta phases. It's not hard to design the DApp. It's the back end which is much longer.
And we had to release our token as well. So we're still on that. But yeah, as soon as we release a token, then of course we will start on the DApp because there's no point in having a DApp without the token.
Yeah. Plus, there is so much work to do. So we are covering all the aspects, and slowly it will get there before the release of the token. There was some question I wanted to ask and answer. Mr. S has asked, will the resolution of the characters will be similar for Android and iPhone? Well, from PC version, we will have to reduce it. Obviously, being a smaller screen and everything, it will still look cool, but it won't be as high resolution as PC version for sure. XS, sorry, not Mr. S, but Mr. XS. Some other question I wanted to answer as well. Some play-to-earn gamers experience difficulties in withdrawing their earnings in game. Can you tell us how does withdrawal works in your game? How can you avoid the type of problems in withdrawal? very easy. Everything in that aspect will be decentralized. We won't have any control in that. You want to withdraw whenever you want to withdraw, same as if you, because let's say MetaMask, you always can withdraw in MetaMask and stuff, and that thing will be implemented. So one way or the other. So yeah, there's absolutely not going to be any issues in that. Yep. Now, US, maybe you can narrate a little.
Yeah. All right. So, anyone have any further questions? I think we have answered almost all the questions, but still, if someone has anything else to ask, please unmute yourself and you can ask related to projects, related to your investments, related to the future plans, anything at all. And next is we are going to have the competition. But before that, if anything has any question, please come up.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something as well. Is your gameplay, for example, we can just shoot at any question. Is your gameplay can be easily understood by all kinds of players, especially for those who are relatively new into crypto or just? So I think, yeah, we answered that one in a way.
Yeah, we will make, even though like tutorials for people how to play the game
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how to use it properly.
And is there any age restrictions as well in game?
99-year-old plus. Well, I don't know. We will see. We will see. We will get some sort of professional advice on that. Maybe it will be like 16-year plus, obviously, because there's fighting involved and stuff like that. Maybe we will have even a splash of blood here and there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
One more question it was asked in the initial stages about the marketing and marketing plans and marketing team. Do you want to say anything on that specific?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, we will do traditional marketing, AMAs, YouTube, influencers. We are planning a meet with one sort of AMA style as well. Twitter, obviously, Twitter influencers. Obviously, we will go to, once the game is ready, we will go to summits and all meet, blockchain meetings and everything. We will showcase the game. We are public people, as you can see. We are, showing our faces and everything. So yeah, we will go places and show the game. Also, we will try to showcase the game to Tekken players, to Street Fighter players, to Mortal Kombat players. We will see avenues where we can do that, in real life and online. So lots of different marketing strategies going to be employed. I don't know, Egro, maybe you wanna? I'll try to find some sort of question as well.
Oh, so yeah. So as I think you covered that pretty good.
I think one of the things that we should add to the marketing stuff is we're going to rely on partnerships as well. As you guys seen as a team has mentioned, also we've basically partnered with Kalau and are working with Reflex Finance and what's the other one, Roku Finance or whatever. So there's a lot of partnerships that we're going to be relying on, and what's that going to do is, of course, that's going to expose us to their communities, which are large as hell. And hopefully we can kind of onboard some of those gamers in their communities onto our community. So of course, as our partnership starts being announced, as we start getting more in the tempo of that keeps increasing, our project is just going to get bigger. There's going to be a lot more eyeballs. There's going to be a lot more visibility there.
Yeah, this is a big part, which I forgot actually, is the partnerships. So yeah, Reflex Finance. Yeah, so we are also creating a scene for them, a fight scene. I'm not gonna disclose what it is, but basically there's
Soon.
gonna be
Soon.
It's gonna be soon, and it's gonna be cool.
Yep, exactly. And that's not the only fight scene. We're also approaching other partners and creating fight scenes for them too. So that's one of the ways we're collabing and partnering with these companies. It's going to be fun to watch this project develop, actually. So definitely keep on the lookout.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what else is there?
Have we left any questions answered? I think everything is
Yeah, I'm
sorted.
looking as well. How can community participate in your platform testing? Yeah, so yeah, that was answered.
We answered.
Yeah.
All right. So just a request for everyone to join our ROA TJ group,
Yeah,
Discord.
guys.
And if you have any further questions at any point of time, you can ask in the TG of ROA or channel, and everything will be answered.
Exactly. And yeah, guys. So should we wrap it up?
Yep. I guess. So.
Yep. Okay, so we can move on to the fun part,
Finally, Agro, right? I guess I don't know. Maybe because usually I start first always. So maybe Agro, you want to start first? Oh, the fun part. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Because we already have a list of participants and the EMA, and
That's good. Let's see who is the lucky one.
Yeah, so as mentioned before, the EMA, we will be picking 3 lucky people from our EMA participants who will win $50 each. So yeah, maybe Christian wanted to say something.
So if you win, you got to get on the mic and tell us what you're going to buy.
Exactly.
If he is on right now here.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, because we was filling the list for all participants from the start. Yeah. Okay, so let's start it. Okay, I won't even try to pronounce this nickname.
Kandambini Mohanty.
Yeah.
Are you in the room?
I think we will
Yeah. He's listening.
In the channel. Yeah. So please send me
Kandambini,
your
would you like to say hi?
He's probably not on, I guess.
It's too happy now.
This is Aditi. Hello, everyone.
Hi there.
Congratulations.
And I am going to buy the token for ROA. Thank you.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, I will send you the message and just send me your wallet address.
Thank you very much for participating.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go for another one.
Hiya, buddy. Hiya, buddy.
Nice.
Are you here, buddy?
Hiya, buddy.
Is he here or her?
Let me check him.
Nah, hiya, buddy is not around, not listening.
Okay, so we will contact him and let's go for the final one.
Yep.
Sticky Prudes.
Sticky Prudes.
I love this nickname.
Sticky Prudes.
So yes, we will contact.
Imperfect.
What do
Can you
wanted
say
to-
again, please?
Okay, so we will
Just crypto. Thank
contact.
you.
We will contact those two winners and other two winners, and yeah.
Congratulations for all the winners.
Yeah, many congratulations, guys.
Okay, and for the wrap up, I think we will do again our finalizing speech.
Yeah, yeah.
As in every EMA.
It's so difficult. It's every time is we come up with something new. You know, sort of. We are unrevised. You know, we don't revise our answers or anything. So just yeah. So yeah, it's been a long journey for us to get here to where we are right now, and it's pretty exciting. Development for us. We are excited ourselves, you know, to see everything coming to fruition. Stay with us, come to our channel, learn more about the project, read the white paper. It's pretty elaborate. There are some new couple of, I guess, 3 new pages on the white paper as well explaining more. Just if you're cautious, if you're still not sure about investing with us, just stay with us, see our development, and it will be fun to have you. Thank you very much for having us. And Christian.
Yeah, so thank you very much for having us again, for sure. I think what I would say is, again, just to touch upon the long-termness of this project. We're investing a lot of time. The team has invested a lot of time in doing this and bootstrapping this game ourselves without even any seed funding until now. Not only that, but also, we're trying to get money so that we can, invest in our infrastructure and all that. And then on top of that, we're investing in partnerships as well, which tells you something about this team. We're not here to just do a one-trick pony, just, a rug and get out or whatever the hell. We wouldn't be doxing ourselves. We wouldn't be showing ourselves to you guys right now if we would be doing that. Not only that, but we wouldn't be seeking partnerships because, of course, we have to dox ourselves to them. We wouldn't be able to do anything with any partners if we didn't dox ourselves, if we weren't legit. On top of that, I think what I would add is, that speaks just volumes to what we think about this project, how confident we are about this project, and how confident that we're going to succeed in this. Not only that too. So yes, you're 100% right. We're right now doing a seed sale and all that, but we're also doing a private sale as well. We're also approaching actual venture capitalist firms such as IndieGG, FTX Ventures, and even A16Z, which I have connections with. Again, we're looking for funds in a variety of places, and we're confident that we're going to be able to raise our funding here. So if you guys are interested in our project, definitely right now is the time to get in, because from here it's basically you're getting on a rocket ship if you climb on board with us. Thank you very much for hosting us.
Yeah, and for me, what I can say, so yeah, we are here for around a year, and we are trying our best to bring to our community only the highest quality. And as Christian had mentioned, we are here for the long term. Yeah, basically, this is why we're not afraid to show our faces, our names, and all the personal information about us. Because we are here, even though not for the money, because our team had changed as well. We had to say bye for a few members which were in our team before, because they were here only for the money. And the core team which we have now, I really trust this team. I had worked with few other projects like in depth like this, and this team is the only team I trusted so much, and the only team who is so dedicated to the project itself. since we actually don't sleep. We actually sleep maximum 4 or 5 hours a day. Personally, last month I had slept maximum 5 hours at night and minimum 1 hour. This is the dedication level. And yes, we're looking into this project as into our collaborated child, let's say like this. And the community is the main thing who is moving us and motivating us with the talks, with the belief, and with the support we're getting from them. So yeah, I think this is my finalizing words, and yeah, thank you everybody for participating in our EMA, and thank you for having us here today.
Yeah,
It's
thanks,
our
guys.
proud.
Have a lovely.
Yeah, so I was just saying that it's like honor for us to have you, Orimus, Christian, and Agro to our group. And really, it was an amazing AMA. And on top of that, I have real faith in your project. This is just amazing. Thank you for your time.